Today we are going to discuss about the case study on implementing the 3D printing in rural area. While implementing the 3D printing in rural area, we can able to redefine, remodify and restructure the areas from rural to urban because in many rural area, the 3D printing exposure is very rare. Nowadays, the students are having very interested and enthusiastic in learning about artificial intelligence, robotics and automation, but not comparatively with 3D printing because they have not seen the 3D printing before in their life, but they have seen the robotics implementation application in videos and the automation in every industry sector based videos in a basic lineup. So to develop the 3D printing and additive manufacturing industry in wider way, we need to implement the 3D printing industry inside the rural area. It can also able to help the industry to set up a new benchmark, new industry version in the rural area, which will help to develop their skill development and job opportunity, career enhancement from the middle class, from the preliminary level. We can able to develop the student from the school stage itself. So we can discuss about how we are going to develop this process in rural area.
Hi sir, hello, myself Lokesh. I am going to talk about how 3D printing can be used in rural areas. 3D printing, also known as additive manufacturing, can be surprisingly powerful in rural areas. It can be used for repair and spare parts. We can take an example. When we are farming, sometimes it can break out the pipes. We want to go to cities from the rural area. Now when we can keep the 3D printing in a rural area, it can also help the farmers to print irrigation connections very fast. Mechanics can be create temporary machine parts easier. It can save time and transport cost. And in rural areas, it can help the healthcare supports. Basic medical items can be printed quickly. Medical tools can be clamps on holes easily. Next, we can see about housing and construction. The 3D printing is can be low cost, can print low cost homes, can use concrete like materials. Faster construction and low labor cost helps in disaster recovery housing. And 3D printing can also help us in skill development and employment. In rural, youth can learn 3D modeling, machine operation, product design. The next 3D printing can be used in local manufacturing. Village can produce household items, agriculture tools, custom products. This reduces dependency on outside suppliers.
Let's talk about the benefits of 3D printing. Cost effective, reduce transportation and storage cost. Only print that you need, less wastage. Next, fast production, rapid prototyping, design printing in hours. Customization, can create item tailored to specific needs. Example, custom fit tools. Sustainability, less material waste compared to traditional manufacturing. Can use. Encourage innovation. People can turn idea into real object easily.
So right now, how 3D printing can be applied in rural areas we have discussed. So I would like to discuss how 3D printing can be used in schools and college. So students, main part is practical learning. So students can print modules for subjects like engineering parts, gear, turbines, biological models like organs, skeletons, physics experiments, etc. And project development. Students can create mini machines, robotics parts, prototypes for competitions. Innovation and startups. Students can design their own products, test ideas quickly, build startup prototypes. This encourages students in their engineering field and developing the skill. And they also can implement in research work, experimental startups, custom lab equipment, testing mechanical designs. Another major problem implementing challenges. The initial cost of printer. It is a challenge. Need for electricity and maintenance, training required, and material availability in rural areas. That's all.
Okay, these are the application and these are the area where we are going to discuss about implementation of 3D printing in rural area, which will help to enhance the next generation out the world. Not only in India, we can also plan for abroad how the rural area can be able to use 3D printing in a feasible manner. Thank you.